weird. Oh, I forgot I can quick travel, duh. Okay, I'm on my way. Oh, I can see you on my map. Hold on. Let me figure out which direction. Okay, looks like... I see you. Wait, are you underground? Oh, what am... Hold on, I'm getting my sparrow. Yep, hopefully I can find one. Looks like... Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of, you know... I don't see him. Oh, look, a bunch of vandals. Oh, crap, there's the captain, yep. Oh, this isn't good. Crap. Crap! Oh, snap. I actually am gonna die. Oh, wow. Okay. Ah, crap. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I honestly could. Um, just out here wandering around, not really doing much of anything, but, yeah, there seems to be a lot of... Right now I'm just doing patrols. You know how that goes. Everybody has to do patrols. Ugh, I hate them. But, you know.
Need some intel on a nearby location. I'd ask one of the scouts, but we're stretched pretty thin. Can you help us out?
Looks like it's gonna be kind of a long walk. Yep. Oh, crap! Oh. Stupid falling. Ooh, this is much better. Oh crap, I'm stuck. Okay. Jeez. You? Nice to meet you, Ashton. Oh, snap! Okay, where are we going? Oh. Okay. Ooh, Cabal. Take that. I really hate the Cabal. Think they can come in here and take our stuff.
Even Hawthorne will have to be impressed with this survey data.
Mm-hmm.
Won't she? She won't.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I was actually on the plaza at one point. I was just coming... Well, I was, protecting the plaza while the evac shuttles got out, and then, what do you know, they send me up to the command ship, and... well, I was supposed to take out the shields, got that done, got all the way out on, like, the flight deck, and boom. Like, I see this energy field, like, surrounding the Traveler, and my ghost just, like, drops, and I'm like, how do we come back from this? And then this voice comes from behind me, and I turn around, and it's none other than Gaul himself. He kicks me right across the flight deck, and I'm seriously just trying to get up, you know? And then I get right to the edge, and he knocks my ghost right out of my hand. I'm like, Oberon, like, oh my gosh, I just lost my ghost. And then, so I try to sit up, and he just takes his foot, and it's literally like half the size of my body, and just shoves me right off. Yeah, I did find my ghost when I was down in the city, and we managed to get out of there and found our way to the farm eventually, and met Hawthorne, and then like there was this shard of the Traveler, and I just felt like pulled to it. So I went to check it out. Sure, it was supposedly dangerous and like in some twisted dark forest or something, but I went anyway, and that's how I got my light back. Nice to nice to meet you. This is Oberon. He's my ghost. He doesn't talk much, but you know. Yep. And he's all the time setting off alarms. And no, don't argue with me on this, Oberon. Yes, you do. So, want to head back to the tower? I got some engrams I gotta decode. Cool. Honestly, I mean, we weren't really on the friendliest of terms, but I think the tower is a little bit more lost without his presence, honestly. I mean, he was like the glue that held everything together, kind of made sure that all the rules got enforced and like when I was a new guardian, when I first came to the tower, he was one of the first people that I spoke with, and I had no idea at all what was going on. I mean, I had just rezzed, and he kind of put everything in perspective for me. Shenanigans? Oh, yeah, that. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, well, the speaker's not here to kick us out, so I'm pretty sure we're safe now. So, but I still don't want anyone to find out what we truly are because, it's kind of. How do I put this? There's supposed to be structure, there's supposed to be classes in the tower, and our existence kind of goes against that. So, I'm trying to, at least when I'm at the tower and around other guardians, I make sure that I stay in my native class. Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, we do private Crucible matches. We sometimes go out to the Dreadnought because nobody's ever out there, and just goof off and, do our thing. We. Oh no, nothing. That's a really good question. Yeah. Well, there's ways to help the people in the city. Like I know some guardians that go to the city orphanages and help them out, entertain the kids and stuff. And like I've heard that there's some who go volunteer at the local soup kitchens, you know, and stuff like that, and do volunteer work. That sounds great. I don't see why not. Um, if there's a transmat zone there, we probably could. Oh crap! Oh great, more falling. Ah, a lot more falling. Jeez. Ugh, those things are disgusting. Cool. Sounds good to me. If it's real, I'm probably gonna take it pretty hard. I know. Well, I I don't usually start rumors, but I stand next to him a lot because I help with like training rookies and stuff. And yeah, he's actually been like him and Petra have been sneaking around and grabbing up the worst of the fallen criminals and locking them up in the prison of elders. Mm. Well, their security systems aren't the best. I mean, already had one section fail and I had to go help clean that up.
Keep a sharp lookout.
It wasn't that difficult. It was just a bunch of like dregs and vandals, but still they were pretty weird. They were like glowy and stuff. weird. What? Huh. Ooh, what have we here? Is this a Cabal base? Ha 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 ha. And I got so funny and your mama dresses you funny. Wait, no, that's not the line. It's you smell bad and your mama dresses you funny. Sorry, got that one from Cade. Lucky. I got a map for a loot stash. You know what I found in it? A stick of charred celery. I think he was trying to play a practical joke on me. I really do. Yeah. Well, there was this one time that we actually had a prank war. It was hilarious. Well, let's see. If I remember correctly, I started it by sneaking up behind him with an air horn. The room was super quiet. I set it off. You should have seen how high he jumped. So then, the next day, let's see. What was the next thing? Well, I set off the fire alarm once. I actually got into the systems to make sure that there were no sirens or anything, because I didn't want to startle the other Vanguard leaders. And so it coated him in fire retardant foam. So the next day, or was it the next day? Or that evening, I think it was actually, I go back to my flat. Somehow, he had gotten it to coat my entire apartment in fire retardant foam. He ruined one of my favorite comforters and a bunch of my pillows. So then, also, he, I forgot about the time that one of them was he, mailed himself this box of these things called Jovian mud crawlers. They look like giant spiders and they can jump 3 feet. I'm terrified of spiders. So I'm on my way in, of course, and I stop by the postmaster, you know, pick up his package for him because I'm always his gopher. So I go over, set it down like, hey, you got a package. He slides it back over like, go ahead and open it. So I open it, and this one immediately like jumps out and just lands square on my chest armor. I'm like, get it off now. So he comes over, plucks it off. He's like, oh, they're harmless, tosses it back in the box. Another one jumps up, hits me in the face. And by this time, I am just like frozen with fear. So he comes over and he stands there and looks at me for a minute, of course, you know, taking in the look on my face, you know, terrified. Comes over, plucks it off. He's like, by the way, they don't bite. And I'm like, I don't care. Take your Venusian spiders back where you found them. So, and he's like, oh, you should have seen your face, ha ha ha. And I'm just standing there and I just point. No, I pointed my finger at the door. I think that was before the fire retardant foam thing, because when he got my entire apartment, he really ticked me off. So Lavender and I, we go out to his apartment. Okay, this is dead middle of the night, and the guy sleeps like a freaking freight train. I mean, the tower could be falling down around us, and he would be completely oblivious. So I go in, grab his cloak. Okay, get this. Got his cloak. I was I was careful to neatly fold it, and then I stuffed it under his middle couch cushion. He was mad. When I walked in, I had Lavender right behind me, but she kind of stayed at a distance, and he was on the verge of yelling, and I'm like, well, you wanted a prank war. He practically yelled, so you stole Andel's cloak? And I'm like, I didn't steal it. I swear. And he's like, where is it? It's in your apartment. Where? I mean, he had his hand was on his hand cannon. He was that level of mad. So I'm like, it's under your middle couch cushion. He goes and gets it. He comes back, and we start talking again, you know, chit-chatting, and, like, he's still super mad. And finally, the commander, he's just like, okay, I'm putting a stop to this. You two have been acting like children ever since this started. So I'm like, darn it. So that's how that ended. Yeah, I might have started that one with the air horn thing. But I was like, I had my stealth camo on, so nobody saw me, but I'm telling you, the commander instantly, somehow, knew that it was me. So, of course, I had to run away very fast. Yeah. Well, what can you do? Yeah, sorry. Well, warlocks do have a knack for seeing visions. I mean, it's kind of, I've heard about others in your particular class that have that. Um, I'll have to talk to, well, okay, my group, we have our own clan, and, I'll talk to my, I guess you could call her my lieutenant, my sidekick, Lavender, and maybe we'll schedule like a private crucible match and see what you can do. I mean, if you're genuinely like unclassed, you're more than welcome to join our group. Oh. Hey. Can we have a little... Sorry. Wait, so that thing about Cade, that was you saw that? Yeah. Hey, could we have an out of character moment for a second? I thought your character had like ice abilities. Yeah, 'cause I was kind of... Sorry, what? I know. Wow, that's really awful. Did you happen to see where, at least? Yeah. Oh gosh. I honestly, yeah, I'd rather keep it that way. They don't know how many of us there are, and I would prefer for them not to know. I mean, we have found a couple more, since the Traveler awakened. Hmm. Yeah, one of... It's interesting you should say that. One of the other Guardians in my group, he's actually a Titan. His name's Xanther. And, he actually developed, ice-wielding abilities as well. Well, there's actually about 18 of us now. Well, some don't have another subclass. They just have in-class abilities that are like super overpowered. Like there's one guy that he can actually open a teleportation portal that his entire team can go through. I don't know how he does it. Tanner, she can, not Tanner, sorry, oh, Flitter. That's her nickname is Flitter. She can, like, do this weird void arc fire thing that she can make, like, this blinding, like sparkly energy around her. It's completely blinding, but it's really cool. Yes, there is. We kind of try to keep it amongst ourselves, but if you ever see somebody wearing a diamond, no, just a diamond shape. Like the diamond on a deck of playing cards. Yeah, although some of the higher ranking people like myself, my lieutenant, let's see, there's Gavin, he's kind of the coordinator. The three of us have like this intricate kind of square. I probably shouldn't be telling you this without sending you to Lavender first, but there's actually different patterns to the diamonds that indicate like whether they're really advanced or whether they're just like starting to manifest their extended powers. But yeah, it's a diamond. When I get back to the tower, well, when I get back to the tower, I'll get a hold of Lavender, and then, you can meet with her. We'll probably, like, schedule some kind of a private Crucible match. That way we can kind of get a feel for what you can do, maybe how you can, we usually, we usually try to schedule like weekly Crucible matches, private matches against each other, so we can like keep our abilities sharp, and some of the people who haven't fully reached their potential yet can actually increase their powers. Mm-hmm. Well, they kind of just like developed over time. I was on this one mission and it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I got really, really mad because something happened to somebody close to me, and I kind of flipped out a little bit. And I can't tell you the entire mission or who it was with, but that's when I just... Hold up, out of character moment. Let me think for a second. I might have to go back on this and actually look and see, because I'm pretty sure it was that one mission. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to actually... I might have to revisit my fiction for that. Let me think for a minute here. Okay. Yeah, because I'm just going to, like, answer with something vague. Because I'm seriously, I thought it was on this one mission. It's like my character actually goes on the dare with Cade, and they go to the Arctic, and basically it's kill the most fallen and resurrect the least number of times. And yeah, it's after like the first encounter with the... It's really complicated, but basically the fallen get a drop on Cade and like literally like knock him flat on his back, and my character completely flips out and makes like this it's like a bubble of pure light energy, and then she just like throws it out like this huge shockwave, and like enemies go flying, and the closest ones get completely vaporized, and it's like this huge shockwave, and she just... It's kind of like when a Titan casts like a bubble, and she does that, and it just explodes outwards, just like, and it like decimates everything. But hang on, let me get a drink of pop so my voice doesn't go all weird. Oh my gosh. That's that's not good. Crap. Oh crap. No, I just kind of choked on it. Oh man. Yeah. It went up my nose. Yeah, kind of tingles. Okay. I'm just gonna finish this off before it gets warm. Otherwise it'll go flat. Okay. I guess we could go back to character. I'll just sip my pop in between talking. It, kind of just developed over time. Like, one day I was on a mission and, well, I got really cheesed off, really mad, and it just kind of came to me. Like, it was just, instead of one subclass, it was just like this pure light energy flowing through me, and I just kind of made this ball of light and just hurl it at the enemy. That was when I... Sorry. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was, like, kind of... It was white. Like, light. Yes, like light itself. Oh, you should have seen the effects. I took out like 6 of them at one time with this thing. Bam! Um... Well, I kind of did a little bit of studying from the different... We call ourselves Transcendents. Um, and I've kind of been studying some of them, and, like, I've noticed that when ghosts look for guardians, they look for a certain age group. Most of our group is not only outside of that age range, but some of them are, like, I don't know, I think it might have something to do with genetics. Like, certain people are, I don't know, like, predisposed to, like, their brains work a certain way. It's different from everyone else, that maybe that's somehow a deciding factor. I don't know, I'd have to go over my notes. I've been studying these guys since, well, before the Red War, so, yeah, maybe you could help shed some light on it. No pun intended. Interesting. What? Wow. Well, if it is true that the traveler is sending you messages, communicating with you, that's pretty epic, dude. Not gonna lie. Right. Right. Well, right. Huh. I wonder where this goes. Never know, there could be a stash up here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, so that's where that leads. Maybe they're compensating for something. I think after this, I'm gonna head back to the tower, get those engrams decoded. They're probably crap, but you never know. Okay, I think I'm gonna head back to the tower. Wanna come along? It came back to me. Yeah. So, do you remember anything of your previous life before becoming a guardian? Hmm. Yeah, no problem. I mean, honestly, the way I got most of my memories back was like, yeah, no, if they found out how I got my memories back, I would be in huge trouble. Next are banned, frowned upon, can get you in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so well, technically the people that I did this with, we were not in the tower. So technically, I mean, I don't know if it's actually banned in the tower or just everywhere at once, but yeah, that was like we had something called a memory circle, and we would sit in a circle and basically shoot the person across from us, and then the people on either side of that person would catch them, and you know, that way they don't like fall flat on their face. Really?
Speak to me not of the darkness. Back from the hunt, I see.
Hmm. I've heard stories about him, like how he loved pigeons and would feed the pigeons, and how he would call the speaker father, And the speaker, surprisingly, called him son. Honestly, I think, I don't know. I mean, they were, like, literally that close. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard it quite a bit. I heard that he disappeared when he went looking for Osiris. That's the last anyone ever heard of him.
We drove the Red Legion out. We'll do the same to them. Shh, stay quiet.
Wow. Wow. Okay, hang on. Going out of character for a second. I gotta check my, broadcast.